Hi Ants, Julia here recording this October 10th, 2022, and things are getting back to normal. You can see there's Biggie. It's our first full walk we really had, but so far so good, and I have some CBD oil for dogs on order, and hopefully we'll keep him out of pain. Thank you again, thank you so much for those who helped with Biggie's vet fund. I really appreciate it so much. So grateful. I'm just so grateful for this community of big-hearted, like-minded people. Technology does have a lot of negative aspects, but man, it has more positive in my opinion. I have a dog stopped in front of me, namely Biggie. But yeah, we are so powerful when we realize that we're responsible for our lives and that the only thing we can change really is ourselves. And when we make those changes for the better, that in turn just helps everybody around us. And if we're honest and sincere and we keep our ego out of it, we really can affect so many people by making positive changes in our lives. And I know a lot of people think it's just fine to party and entertain themselves all the time. And sure, that's fine, but it doesn't bring happiness and it doesn't bring growth. And usually people who are always just entertaining themselves aren't really happy somewhere in their core because they don't like the way things are here. And if you don't start fixing those from the inside out, they're not going to change in this lifetime or any lifetimes until you actually make some changes to your immortal personality. And there's 3 of the dogs. Tiger, the brindle one, she is always scouting somewhere else. But yeah, such a powerful act of making change, positive change in your life. And I know we often want to point out how other people need to change, and that's just not an effective thing to do. And especially if you're doing it in the heat of an argument, which is often what happens. People keep tabs on what they want other people to change in themselves. And then when an argument takes place between the two, all these changes that you think the other person needs come out and get shouted. And I don't think that's an effective way to try and get other people to change. And should we even try to get other people to change? Should we even worry about that? You know, we're all on our own path, and everybody's doing the best they can with where they are and their level of consciousness, for the most part. There are those evil, sinister people out there that know what's what and just like to hurt other people, but that's most likely because they've been hurt themselves. As Michael Harrell says, hurt people hurt people. And usually the first person they hurt is themselves, then their children, and then whoever else they can bully. So yeah, we have to break these cycles, and the way we do that is we heal emotionally. We do our shadow work. And if that's the first time you've heard of emotional healing work, there is a playlist on this channel. And yeah, if everybody would do their emotional healing work before they married and had children, man, the world would be a whole different place. I mean, that would be the thing that changed it all. And because once you heal emotionally, you don't have a need for another person to complete you. Sure, most of us will accept the compliment of another person as a partner, but it's not a necessity. You know, it's not a need. And of course, our culture, our society pushes that you need to be in a partnership to be significant, hence the term significant other. But we're all significant. We're amazingly significant and amazingly powerful. We definitely manifest our realities, and when we're all balanced and we have our subconscious and unconscious with the proper judgments about ourselves to run the show the way we want it, we will just manifest exactly what we want. And that's pretty cool, regardless of what this place is. You know, so many people just want to get out of this lifetime because we've been programmed to think that it's such a dark, evil place, and we're all just trapped in this cycle of reincarnation, and we have to worry about what to do when we die, even whether we go to the light or not. I mean, man, we just keep adding stress and stress and stress, and more information can often mean more stress. Just like more money, more problems, more information, more problems. So yeah, you have to really be discerning, and you have to fight that default programming. You know, you have to choose to be in a good mood every day, and to you know, do your best. If you're having one of those days, at least try to do one little thing. And we all have those days. You know, there are tough times for everybody, and some of us have tough times every day. I get that. I used to be one of those. But when you get to a certain point where you don't feel like you can go on anymore the way you're going, that's when people often turn to emotional healing work if they know about it, or they go the other way and just further down, you know, heavier into drugs and alcohol or whatever. And it's just so sad to see magical creator, divine beings not realizing their power and their potential to have a very nice existence here, and to be able to help others, to learn, to grow. I mean, it's just full of opportunity. So yeah, and then the way we live while we're here can be with ease or with difficulty. You know, if you get the high-paying jobs and the nice house and the nice car and all that, well, that comes with a lot of extra burden on you and your time, to whereas most of us could scale down and just live a simple life that doesn't cost a lot of money to live. You know, it really doesn't cost a whole lot, and if we start doing our intentional communities, it'll cost even less. And we shouldn't have to pay to live. No one else does unless we pay for them, like my dogs. But yeah, so own your power, make those changes in yourself, and don't try to get anyone else to change or even point out where they need to change. It's not going to do any good. They know if they're honest with themselves, and if they're not, then they're not. There's nothing we can do. We just have to focus on loving and accepting ourselves and not needing a partner. And if we do get a partner, then that's a great compliment, and we're getting the right kind of partner for the right reasons. So yeah. All right, so be the change you want to see. And thank you all for listening. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And remember to always focus on what you want. And I don't think I have to tell y'all, because y'all are so kind, but always help others when you can. Talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.